What did I miss? Oh yeah, Blanca. Woof.
Thank you.
Blanca, I don't know. He looks, I don't know. He looks cool though, right? As far as okay. If you look at the game with your eyes, which is what most people do, he looks awful to me. But if you look at the game from the perspective of someone who's into fighting games and likes fighting game mechanics and ideas, he seems pretty cool, right? The way he can do like up balls and then come back from the other side is like, bro, these guys are stoned. This is so not what Blanca originally was meant to do. Like the idea, it's almost like the what is it, the essence or soul or something word of the character is dead now, right? It's so different. It's like Guile, you know, Guile, even though he has that crazy V-trigger and everything, still Guile in essence is very similar to the original idea, you know? In fact, he's one of the only characters that have retained their original concept in at least a loose way. But Blanca seems crazy, right? Doesn't he seem out of control in terms of new, I guess? He's really new, which is not a bad thing at all. I just wish he didn't look so silly and sound so silly. I mean, the game doesn't really feel like it has such a cartoon Nickelodeon-like vibe, but he seems like a Nickelodeon-like character. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't he? To you? The first thing I see is, at avoiding the puddle, are you a virgin? Interesting how focused you guys are on Wednesday. Well, I don't know how you could make it to my age and not accidentally slip into a cooch, you know? So it's impossible. I'm 33 years old. How could I? I mean, sure, I got some gab. I got the gift of gab, right? But even if I didn't have the gift of gab, and even if I didn't have a single strand of hair on my head, how are you not going to accidentally slip on a banana peel and land into a cooch in 33 years, right? I think, you know, anyway, I'm sure that was not even meant to be answered, but it's the first thing I saw in the chat. What's the other stuff? Oh, ELIGA. Dude, ELIGA is crazy, man. That is so crazy. You know, everyone keeps talking about how, like, all this stuff about ELIGA and me being on ELIGA and all this stuff, but to be honest with you, I'm actually glad that they didn't hit me up, right? Because then I wouldn't have to even worry about it. You know how I feel about jobs, dude? It would have sucked. Trust me. If they did, it would have sucked. I'm glad I'm not involved. Hell no. Just, you know how they put, like, here's our talent lineup, and they got pictures of Rip in a suit?
I can't believe I wasn't invited to ELIGA. I'm gonna go complain on Twitter.
Hey, Manny Biggs. People are pretty butthurt. He's referring to butthurt people that weren't invited to ELIGA. I think that everyone has to remember that ELIGA is trying to put on a show. Remember when Gootecks was on ELIGA? Do you remember that? I mean, dude, it's not like he's like hella good, right? But he's Gootecks. It makes sense. People line up around the block to just get a picture with him and shit, right? Makes sense. You see what I mean? So, you know, the idea of, like, people being butthurt because they weren't invited, who the fuck are you, right? You have to be a presence somewhere, you know, like on the internet, right? Or else it's like, I don't know, how would they even know you exist, is the idea. But that's like ancient history, ancient lore. What else? ELIGA, I can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. I'm fascinated with the idea of it right now. I gotta find out details. Like, when is it? And is it gonna be, it's gonna be on TV. That is, I don't know if you realize how sick that is. You don't realize it, obviously. No way. You're too stoned to be able to understand that. Right? Tasty Steve riding Shaq? Dude, who knows who's gonna be riding what? It's gonna be cool. That's gonna be so crazy, man. Tekken's on TV? That's insane. In the US. And all these people are going to be on TV too. All these players, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. And it's also going to be so funny to make fun of.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it's going to be so easy to talk shit, right? Like it's already like talking shit about itself. It hasn't even started. It hasn't even begun, and it's already like churning. It's like a cauldron. It's already bubbling. It's talking shit about itself. It hasn't even begun. Oh man, I'm stiff nips, dude. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be so funny, dude.